I just learned to ride a motorcycle this month, and then 3 days after I learned how to ride, I drove it for 10 and a half hours to Toronto, where I am right now. So I was a long-time driver since I've been age 16, but because I live abroad now, my license expired. And so when I came to Ohio, I decided, well, I better get that license for my car rentals in Hollywood. And so I said, hey, let's get a motorcycle license as well, because that's really useful in Asia, because it's easy to rent bikes. And also, it would make Toronto a lot easier, because I don't have a car in Toronto. So I decided to get a motorcycle license, even though I didn't know how to drive a motorcycle. And so I had 1 week to learn basically from scratch how to drive a motorcycle, and then to take both the written and the obstacle course test. The obstacle course test made me feel like I was in a Michael Bay movie, Transformers movie, because you had to do all these tight turns and driving fast and stopping quickly and swerving around. And I had 1 week to do it, because that was all the time I had in Ohio to get the license before I needed it for Toronto, and then I was on to a place where I didn't have access to a bike. So I worked several hours every day, and it wasn't a perfect score, but I passed the test. And then 3 days later, I drove more than 10 hours to Toronto by bike with all my stuff, basically my life on the back of my bike, because I had recently in New York gotten rid of everything I owned as that continual movement towards monasticism that I'm doing. And that left me with basically all the important stuff on my bike, on my back and my bike. And here I was a new driver going 10 hours, so trial by fire. And I almost died once, late at night, driving through downtown Toronto, cars zooming in and out. One cut me off, and there was some really uneven pavement, but I survived it, and I love driving a motorcycle. I love what it does for my image, actually. I cultivate a really approachable image, but it's not exactly the bad boy image. And we can be anything we want to be, so I sometimes take umbrage at that. Like, I could be a bad boy too. I just choose not to be. So when I dress up in a suit, everybody takes me seriously, like I'm a professional. And when I'm riding a motorcycle and I'm got my motorcycle gloves on and my hat and all that, my helmet, I notice people treat me a little bit differently. They give me a little bit more room. And it's not the image I want to cultivate generally, but it was fun. So now I drive a motorcycle. And I'm in Toronto right now, and I'll be going away to San Francisco next week. So maybe I'll get to see you, or in Seattle, or Mexico City, or San Diego, or Hollywood, or Bangkok, or one of the various places I am right now. So I gotta run to church right now, so I'll catch you later. Bye.